That's what people don't know about me. I'm easily distracted. Squirrel. Hi, this is Sarah Michelle, and these are 25 things you don't know about me, and maybe I don't know about me. Bachelor? Oh, I watched it last night when I landed. Oh, yes. I mean, he seems very nice. It's a little boring this season, I'm sorry. And I'm sure if there was windmills, it'd be much more exciting. Could you imagine if they had all the fantasy suites and windmills, how pissed those girls would be? Just pictures of Hannah on the windmill as it goes around. My first job was a commercial for Burger King.
I know a perfect way to show McDonald's how I feel. I go to Burger King.
Right now, it's my kids. They make me happier than I've ever known it was possible to be. I love to see the world through their eyes and the questions that they ask, and it reminds me just to appreciate every day in a different way. We had a friend who owned a Jeep, like a Chrysler dealership, and so I had to get one of those, and I wanted to get a Jeep, but no one thought it was a good idea because I just gotten my license, and then you're carrying everyone around, so I had a green Chrysler LeBaron convertible, and the whole first season of Buffy, that's what I drove, and everyone started to get new cars that first season, but I was always taught you never get a car till the second season of a show because it could go away. And so when we got the back order on the second season that day, I went and I got rid of that green Chrysler LeBaron. Empathetic, kind, I don't know how, someone who knows me, somebody yell something out. Jamie, what am I?
Funny.
Funny? You can't say you're funny, because if you say you're funny, you're not funny, so I have to say I'm not funny. I was actually once taught a long time ago to never say you're funny, because that's the funny answer, and I met with a new agent, and they said, are you funny? And I said, no. And the whole pilot season, I didn't get sent on one comedy, and finally my manager called and said, well, you know, she's really funny, why didn't you send her on any of these like auditions? And he's like, well, she said she wasn't funny. And she was like, but that's the funny answer! So there you go. I'm not funny. John Kennedy Jr. was definitely my celebrity crush. Still is. Wait, am I supposed to say Freddie Prinze Jr.? I would never jump out of an airplane. I've done bungee jumping, heights don't bother me, but airplane jumping, shoot, not gonna happen. I love any roller coaster, upside down, sideways, fine. No parachute out of a plane. It's not even that, it's when you're in the bathroom and people shove toilet paper underneath the stall and like ask you to sign stuff, and you're like, at that point, that's when you're like, thank God I'm not a guy, because that would be even worse at a urinal, but I always think that one's really odd. Like, what are you gonna do with that piece of toilet paper anyway? Assuming that I was gonna sign it, which I'm not gonna sign in the bathroom, but what do you do with it? And it's happened more than once. That's not like a one-off story. I run my dishwasher every night. I used to love the quote, you taught me, baby, how the few who win acquire what their hearts desire. It ain't practice, it ain't skill. They'll help, but not as much as wanting will. Because I think when you give up the real passion, the desire to want something, all the talent in the world is not gonna push you that extra mile. I mean, in terms of beauty ritual, the one thing is I cannot go to sleep with makeup on my face. I don't know how, I have to scrub. Like my kids know I come home, I give them big hugs, I say hello, and then I have to like scratch off my face. Do I have a secret talent? See, I don't. I mean, I juggle, I would say, but most people know I can juggle, so. I learned how to juggle on sets because I was bored. Well, during lighting setups,